Hey guys, welcome to another lunchtime review. Today I'm trying these Appetitos appetizers. This one is the mozzarella cheese stick, and then I have the mac and cheese bites. These were both bought at Aldi. The macaroni and cheese bites were $2.89. The cheese sticks were $3.19. So I don't know why they're different, but they are. Let me talk about, they basically cook the same, but I'm going to go over the cheese sticks first. It says it's real mozzarella cheese coated in a crispy breading. Sauce package is included, so it's cool. 3 pieces per serving. It's 11 ounces, 312 grams. And the calories, let's see, if you eat the 3 pieces, it's 300 calories. If you eat the whole container, it's 770 calories. And let me open this. That's a pull tab. And then I'll go over the directions once I pull these out. So 1 bag of the cheese sticks, and then you get a sauce pouch, which I'm guessing you put in hot water. So the cheese sticks, well, let me go with the mac and cheese bites. The mac and cheese bites are 8 ounces, 226 grams, and it just says they're mac and cheese bites. It doesn't really say anything else about them. They are 210 calories for 4 pieces, or 610 calories if you eat the whole box. And let's see what these look like. Again, like it that they have a pull tab, that's nice. And there's the pack of these. These don't come with a sauce or anything. So, directions. The cheese sticks, they both cook on the same time. So you can do this in the conventional oven, you can deep fry them, or you can do it in the air fryer. Of course, I'm going to do it in the air fryer. There's the directions for you if you're curious. So the air fryer, we're going to preheat our air fryer to 360. That's the same for both of them. We're going to cook for 3 minutes. That's the same for both of them. Here's where it's different. We're going to remove and shake. That's the same. But then the cheese sticks cook an additional 1.5 minutes at 360. The mac and cheese bites cook for an additional 3.5 minutes at 360. And then they're ready to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the mac and cheese bites first. And well, I'll probably do them both. No, I'll probably do the mac and cheese bites first, and then I'll do the cheese sticks second. And what does it say about the sauce packet? It says do not microwave. I saw that. Thaw sauce packet in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. So I'm just going to get some hot water and put it in a cup and stick that sauce packet in there. So I'll be back once these are both out of the air fryer. Okay, here's everything out of the air fryer. What I did was I just put them all in there for the full 3 minutes, shook them up, and then I did another 4 minutes, which my air fryer doesn't have half minutes. So I did 4 minutes, and I took these out at 2 minutes, and then I took these out at 4 minutes, and this is what they look like. The cheese did leak a little bit, but not too awfully bad. They're pretty decently crispy. You can see the cheese is good and melty. And the macaroni and cheese bites, I was curious what they look like. Not too bad. They've got some macaroni in there, and some noodles and some cheese. And then the marinara sauce, or whatever, the dipping sauce, yeah, whatever the sauce is called. I've had it in hot water. I've got a little bowl. I'm just going to take it and tear the top off. Yep, that opened pretty easily. Now the bad thing about it is if you don't make all these cheese sticks all at once, you're going to have to save the sauce somehow. So you just have to put it in plastic wrap over it or something like that and then reheat it. So I'm going to go over the table and give this a try. All right, I'm going to try the cheese sticks first without anything on them. I'm just going to try the cheese stick without sauce. Turn you up. Not bad. Their breading really doesn't have a lot of, I mean, you get that toasty flavor, but that's about it. There's no real, like, seasonings in it. Those are okay if you're going to eat them by themselves. They're just kind of plain, because the breading really doesn't have a lot of, like I said, it doesn't have any seasonings in it. It doesn't have any spices or anything like that. Let me try it in the marinara now, or the whatever it is, pasta sauce. It just says sauce packet. It tastes like marinara. That adds a lot of flavor to them, that's for sure. I like it much better in the marinara sauce. Just know the marinara sauce is not like a really rich, deep marinara sauce. It's got that sweet, like tomato flavor, but they didn't put a lot of like spices in it. That's okay, but I've had better breaded cheese sticks. These are just kind of boring. Marinara sauce is not bad. Again, it's just more of a tomato than anything. Now the cheese bites. Wow. You can tell that you can get the texture of the cheese in there, and you get the texture of the pasta. The pasta is not a mushy pasta. It's got some texture to it, but it's not like firm pasta either. And the cheese does have some texture to it. It reminds me of, I don't know what brand it is, but I've had the bigger pans of like, well, any frozen macaroni and cheese, but I've had the bigger pans of macaroni and cheese, the kinds where it's a side item that actually had cheese in it, not just a powder. That tastes like that kind of macaroni and cheese, and they've just stuck it together in a bundle and breaded it. The breading on these, again, is kind of plain. It's really not, maybe it's meant to be plain, so you really taste the macaroni and cheese in there. Most of what I taste is the cheese and the breading. Just like a toasty bread. The fat one. Most of these are like round. This one's kind of flat, like a pickle. I wonder what those taste like in the marinara. You still get the cheese flavor. The cheese sticks, when you dip them in the marinara, you really, again, they didn't have a lot of flavor to begin with. If you dip them in the marinara, the only thing you're tasting is the tomato sauce. You lose all the cheese, you lose all the flavor of the breading, you lose pretty much everything. I think these are okay. There's definitely nothing wrong with them. They're not bad by any means. I just think I've had better versions of these. My one comment would be, I would put these now, I was 30 seconds longer than what they said. I would do a full minute longer on my air fryer personally. I would go with the cheese sticks, instead of doing 2 minutes, I would do 3 minutes for the cheese sticks after you do them the first shake. So 3 minutes, shake, and 3. And then the macaroni and cheese bites, I'd do 3, and then probably another 5 minutes in there, because it would just crisp them up a little bit. They're fine, they're crispy enough, but I want that really toasty crispiness. Overall, like I said, okay. I'm gonna give them, they give the sauce pack up. I do get the cheese and macaroni and cheese bites. I'm gonna give them a 3.5 out of 5. I don't think they're bad by any means, but I wish they had a little bit more oomph in the flavor department as far as the breadings go, because they're just kind of flat. But beyond that, they're worth trying out. If you shop at Alden and you're interested, go for it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.